We all have our favorite go-to meals, the ones you just know won't disappoint. These are 5 of my meals that I eat all the time. First up is a roast bowl. So every week I eat some kind of a roast bowl, and the beautiful thing is that you can switch up the bowl depending on what you have at home or what's in season. So I'm using cauliflower today, and in roast bowls I especially love potatoes, so there's usually some kind of potatoes in my bowls. The thinner you cut the potatoes, the quicker they will cook in the oven, so if I want to make this recipe under 30 minutes, I slice them very thinly. Chickpeas are also perfect to roast, but yeah, feel free to swap out for any legume or tofu or just leave them out, but I really like the chickpeas because it gives a nice luxury feeling. I don't know why. Then I also add lots and lots of spices. You can't have enough spices, so I'm adding some paprika powder, cumin, salt, and I also added some garlic powder. While I'm roasting the veggies, I'm choosing between grains. I usually have brown rice or quinoa, but for bowls like this I love having quinoa. And now, how to level up any bowl. You make a delicious dressing. Hummus dressings is my absolute go-to because you can make it in so many flavors and it doesn't require a blender. So as a base, I'm always using the hummus, salt and lemon juice. Then you can ramp up the flavor depending on what you like or what you're having it for. You can do it into a barbecue dressing, a cheesy flavor dressing, lime flavor, yeah, just be creative. Today I'm making a curry dressing, so I'm adding curry powder, maple syrup, and yeah, that's it. Then I just stir it around, adding some water, and then stir it again until you have this nice creamy dressing. So when everything is done, it is time to create this beautiful roast bowl. I'm always adding some kind of green in the bottom. Today I'm using arugula, which fits perfect to curry flavor. Then just add everything on there. The dressing, just look how thick the dressing looks. I love it so much. This recipe is called the Winter Roast Bowl in the app. If you have it, you have already seen it. I've been making this one so many times now. Taste test, and yeah, the dressing, I just love the dressing so much. If you're not gonna try the bowl, please try the dressing and yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, so I often eat pasta when I'm feeling lazy or want it to go super quick, and this recipe can actually be done in under 15 minutes. I always want my pastas creamy, so I'll go ahead and share my go-to recipe for that. And by the way, I'm always using whole wheat pasta because it is higher in fiber, protein and other vitamins and minerals than if you would use white pasta. So while the pasta is cooking, I'm making my creamy sauce, and to have a creamy sauce, cashew nuts are key. So I'm adding that, and today I'm also adding some salt, onion powder, turmeric, and some nutritional yeast for a more cheesy flavor, and lemon juice to balance things out. Some water. If you remove the turmeric powder and nutritional yeast, you get a base creamy flavor, and in this you can add in whatever flavors you like. For example, you can just have it plain and add sun-dried tomatoes, or you can add in smoked paprika powder, or yeah, whatever, just be creative. When it is done, it should be looking like this. It is quite thin, but it will thicken up when it's done. When you're draining the pasta, reserve a little bit of pasta water in case you need more liquid. And yeah, then just add in the sauce into the pasta and stir it around on a low to medium heat until the sauce thickens up. Some spinach, I love my greens, you gotta have them somewhere. And then add it gracefully into a bowl. By the way, this is the vegan mac and cheese from the recipe app. I can leave a link down below. What is pasta without freshly cracked pepper? And wow, this one is amazing. It has a deep flavor thanks to the nutritional yeast. If you're not recording, this recipe can take you less than 15 minutes or at least 20 minutes, which is pretty amazing. Next meal I love having in the mornings are nice cream, another word for a thick smoothie bowl. I just love this one because who doesn't want ice cream, a healthy ice cream for breakfast. Secret tip for a thick smoothie bowl is to freeze ripe bananas. I usually freeze them like this, whole, and then I just cut them up when I'm about to make the smoothie bowl. And I actually let the bananas to defrost for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you will have a perfect consistency to blend them up, and you don't need as much liquid. I'm first adding some spinach and water to just blend it up into a green water, a green liquid, because an ice cream gets more beautiful this way. You won't have these green lumps. Then I add in the frozen banana, some frozen mango, and blend it all up into a thick smoothie bowl. Today I'm making a green one, but I also love a blueberry lemon bowl, or a chocolate bowl, or pink pitaya bowl. If you have a hard time making these kind of smoothie bowls in your blender, try it with a food processor. It is actually easier to make a thick smoothie bowl in a food processor. Anyways, add this beauty into a bowl, and the most fun part is to press it all out into a beautiful creation. I love adding my homemade granola. It's the peanut butter granola from my app. Some peanut butter for some fats. And there we have it, a healthy ice cream packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. So if I have tortillas at home in the freezer, I know that I can easily throw together a quick taco with whatever we have in the pantry or in the fridge. And today that was red onion, which I'm chopping finely because I don't like big pieces of red onion. Some tomato, cucumber, and avocado. The filling of the taco is also what we have at home. Any legume will work. I love black beans, but today I'm using canned lentils. I also found a tofu that needs to be used, so I'm just crumbling it down into the pan, then adding the drained lentils, paprika powder, cumin, salt, and I also added some chili powder. Just heat it up until most of the water is gone, and then you're just gonna add everything up. I love having some kind of vegan unsweetened yogurt in the bottom, maybe with some squeezed lime in it, and then rest of the toppings. This type of recipe is such a lifesaver. It is super quick, delicious, but it is still packed with fiber thanks to the legumes, the whole wheat bread, and yeah, vitamins and minerals from the veggies. You can also prep it in advance and have it in boxes and roll up the taco when you're out. That way you will have a cold burrito. My absolute favorite meal to have in the evenings are curries in some form. So yeah, every week I cook up a curry, and my tip is to use the same curry sauce base and then add in the veggies and legumes depending on what you have at home. The smaller you cut your veggies, the quicker the curry will be done. My best curry base I've ever made calls for ginger, 4 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of coriander, cumin, chili flakes, and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, which I'm first thinning out with a little bit of water to make it into a paste to prevent lumps. Then 2 cups of water, 1 cup of coconut milk, I'm using full fat, 2 tablespoons of tamari sauce, bring that to a simmer, and then you're just gonna add all the veggies that you want. So tonight I'm adding my cubed sweet potato and letting that simmer until the potatoes are soft, which took about 20 minutes. Then I'm also adding some canned lentils that I found to have more protein and fiber, and some lemon juice just before serving it. And yeah, adding some fresh spinach again because greens. I'm serving this with brown rice. I love my curries with brown rice. Adding some toppings, it's sesame seeds and coriander. You could definitely eat this without the rice, so that would make this a one-pot recipe. Actually, this is one of the recipes I'm most proud over because the flavors are just perfect. They're on point, and I actually just posted this recipe in my app. It deserves a place there. I don't know why I haven't posted it earlier. I hope you got new plant-based inspiration. Maybe you switch out one of your go-tos today. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.